neighbours. Everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
This is mine.
Well, there's one thing to be said about that. At least you know where you stand.
Just the same. I wish you wouldn't speak his quite so often.
You're not still embarrassed about his offer to service the limos, are you?
Oh, I am about the way he did it. If Dad was a delegate to the UN, there'd be little piles of radioactive dust where you and I are sitting right now. I just hope you don't think I put him up to it, that's all.
No, it lacked your finesse. In fact, it lacked any finesse for that matter. Anyway, it's worth considering. As far as I've heard, he's a bit of a whiz with cars.
Oh, he is good with cars. It's people he finds a problem.
Well, as far as his offer is concerned, Gal, I'll do what I've done with everyone else. Compare it with the rest. Simple as that.
Money talks, eh?
My favourite language.
Good day, gorgeous.
What do you want?
Just a beer and a smile. I'm a thirsty man with a hungry heart.
No, how poetic.
Just have to settle for the beer by itself then, thanks. That's more like it. Listen, do you think anyone would mind if I left a few of these pamphlets on the bar? You know, for the customers and...
Well, I don't know. Why don't you ask the boss?
Madge.
Oh,
Hey, Mr. Lewis.
Good day, Paul. I was just asking your barmaid if...
You two haven't met yet. Madge, this is Rob Lewis. He's Gail's father.
How do you do?
All the better for having met you, love. Yes, I just want to leave a couple on the bar. I'm having a drive on new business.
Tell me about it. Look, I'll make a deal with you. You can leave those here if you do something for me.
I might have known you'd subscribe to that mutual back-scratching stuff. All right, what is it you want?
Well, I'm having a bit of a drive on business myself. Well, things have been a bit quiet here lately.
What, drinkers, you mean?
All your mates drink at the Royal Hotel, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
You reckon you could persuade them into coming around here instead?
I'll give it a go. If you give me free rein with these.
All right. We'll shake hands or scratch backs?
I don't shake hands, mate. I'm a man of my word.
Quite a character, isn't he?
Yeah, that's one way of describing it. I wouldn't have thought he was your type, though, mate.
Really? Just exactly what is my type.
Oh, someone like Harold, perhaps?
Might be change the subject.
Is there something wrong? Well, he came in this morning and cancelled his application to lease the shop.
Harold may be leaving Erinsborough.
Ah, I thought something was amiss. Seemed so keen to start with, too.
Yes, didn't he?
Come on, chin up. Can't have you watering down the beer, can we?
All right, mate, give us a ring any time. Rob Lewis, Carew with a grease gun. Listen, I meant to have asked, you had time to consider the other thing, yeah?
Oh, Rob, I haven't had time to scratch myself. Look, I've got a convention due. Why don't you give me a ring next week and we'll discuss it then, eh?
Yeah, OK. Listen, I was thinking of coming back in a while for a counter lunch. You'll still be on duty then?
If you're lucky.
I look forward to it, love.
Not your love. Anybody else's, for that matter.
Oh, Daphne, I am so pleased he is safe. Oh, how awful for him. Has he got clean underwear?
Oh, hello, Miss Lewis. I do hate to be ignored, don't you? I asked Eileen for an iced water 3.5 minutes ago.
I'm sure she won't be long.
There are no problems.
Such a lovely smile. It's a pity a nice girl like you has to work for a tyrant like Paul Robinson.
I wouldn't say he's a tyrant. I enjoy working for him, actually.
Ah, but you're a tenderfoot, really, aren't you? Just wait until you've been savagely retrenched,
All right.
like me.
Bye-bye, Daphne. Oh, Gail, I wonder, could you look after the shop for me, please? I have to see Desmond. They found him and he's safe.
Oh, that's terrific, Mrs. Clarke.
Yes, you will help me out, won't you?
Oh, I could only stay for about half an hour and I don't know any of the prices.
Oh, well, they're on the menu, so don't worry about it.
I'd love to help, but I'm
You
really
wouldn't come
sorry.
between a mother and a son she thought she'd lost forever, would you?
Well, seeing you put it that way...
Eileen.
What is it now?
I can take over the shop for you. I'm free this afternoon. I expect to be paid, of course.
Would you? Oh, that's wonderful, you see. I must see Desmond. Thank you.
What happened to him?
Later,
Where's he
Nell.
been all this
Later,
time?
Nell. It's a long
but
story.
People rely on me for information at a time like this. Well...
You all right?
I'm fine, just fine.
Well, I hope you're not going to insist on complete independence. The doctor said that you get lots of rest, and I tend to see that you do.
He didn't mean you had to mollycoddle me to death.
Well, you're not exactly Speedy Gonzales on those crutches, and whether you like it or not, your body has undergone a lot of punishment. Trouble is, you don't realise that.
Trouble is, Lucy's away, and you need some sort of an outlet for your infernal maternal instincts.
Oh. You and Des can thank your lucky stars that you've come out of this little escapade without more damage.
I know. And if it hadn't been for me, Des wouldn't have been in an escapade at all. Daphne would have spared all the worry.
Yes, well, you're both home safe now. And that's the way Daphne and I would like it to stay. Now, no more talk of long-distance runs, at least until you've recovered from the last one.
I'm going to have to take it easy for a while. I wish you'd stayed in hospital for observation like you were told.
There was no way I was going to spend another minute in there more than I had to. I just wanted to get home and see you as fast as I could.
Come hell or high water, eh?
Oh, very funny, Dad.
I'm sorry. It's no laughing matter, I know. You must have been scared out of your wits stuck in that creek all night.
No, creek? It was more like a raging torrent to me. I was lucky to find a rock stuck out in the middle. Once I got out of the water, there was no way I was going to get back in it again. So I could reach the other side of the shore. Then it got dark, and that was it. Took me till morning to pluck up the courage to risk it.
I thought you couldn't swim.
Oh, I know how to, technically. I was just scared to get out of my depth.
Well, I think you're very brave. Oh.
You wouldn't have said that if you saw me last night, sitting on that rock, shivering like a leaf.
Yes, I would. You were prepared to go through all that for Jim. It's brave enough for me. Well, come on, let's get you to bed.
You, Desmond! Oh, there you are. I have been out of my mind.
So have I, Mum.
Yes, well, come over here and sit down. I've got you some chicken soup. I stopped by my unit on my way back from the coffee shop. I always keep chicken soup in the freezer. I'll have it heated up for you in just a minute. Hello, Daphne.
My hero.
Oh, hello, Daphne. Preparing for the hungry hordes, I suppose. Isn't it awful? I was just going to have a cup of coffee myself.
Mrs. Mitchell?
What are you doing here?
Eileen was on duty, but she had to rush off. She needed someone capable to fill in. And, of course, she thought of me instantly.
I'm surprised that even your good friend Eileen would consider giving you any responsibility. In fact, I'm surprised you've got any friends left, the way you backstab people.
How dare you, after the way you slandered me to Mrs. Daniels yesterday?
I said nothing that wasn't true.
Mr. Bishop knows the truth about you. I've seen to that, for his own good.
Well, it's high time you realise that you're cutting your own throat.
Poppycock.
For your information, Mrs. Mangle, Harold is reconsidering his decision to stay in Erinsborough. He's already cancelled the lease on the shop.
But he said nothing to me.
What are you going to do for money without your job and your star border? Serves you right.
Phew, we finally got there. Everything's shipshape.
Yeah, well, I hope Mr. Elliot appreciates the trouble we've gone to.
Look, he'll love it. Lassiters is the perfect place for his convention.
Yeah, from what I hear, though, the guy's a bit of a perfectionist. He's going to want to see the laundry, the bathrooms, the kitchens, everything.
That's a bit over the top, isn't it?
Apparently he's pretty fussy.
Look, I defy anyone to tell me this isn't the most organised hotel they've ever seen. And if Mr. Elliot wants to be picky, I'll just have to turn on my legendary charm.
Modest, aren't we?
You learn to smile a lot when you're an air hostess.
And you do it extremely well, Miss Lewis. I think Mr. Elliot won't fail to be impressed. With you, anyway. Oh, easy does it, Madge?
Oh, Dean, I'm terribly sorry. I'll top this up for you. Honestly, 5 seconds with that woman and I'm a shattered wreck.
What woman?
Mrs. Mangle. Anyway, at least she doesn't work here anymore. I don't know how you coped with her sniffing around the kitchens all the time.
I didn't. When she started interfering with the food, I complained to Mr. Robinson, but I had no idea you'd give her the sack.
I wouldn't worry about it if I were you.
Yes, but she was pretty hard up for cash from what she used to say.
She's only got herself to blame for being fired. Do you know that she blabbed to some sleazy magazine about Paul's private life? No wonder he hit the roof.
You reckon? Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't have overhearing. I think the old duck got the rough end of the stick myself.
Thank you for the benefit of your opinion, Mr. Lewis, but you don't know anything about it. She deserved everything she got.
What, for telling stories out of school? If they made that a crime, every woman on this planet would be behind bars. Anyway, my daughter Gail reckons that Mrs. Mangle was one of the best housekeepers that Lassiters ever had. She shouldn't have got the sack at all if her work was all right.
You'll have to excuse me. I've heard enough of this nonsense.
You work here, mate?
Yeah, cordon bleu chef.
Fair dinkum.
Yep.
I'd watch out if I were you. Doesn't seem to be much in the way of job security around here, does there?
There you go.
Thanks.
Now, are you going to eat it up like a good boy, or would you like me to cut it up for you?
I can manage perfectly well on my own, thank you very much.
Oh, shall I go, or do you want to get it? There's Daphne.
Hi.
G'day, Hal.
Good to see you back.
Hi.
You gave us quite a fright there for a while. No, do sit down.
I gave myself quite a fright. So, how's the leg, mate?
Fine. How are you feeling?
Well, embarrassed. Having to be rescued like that. Wasn't much help to you out there.
Only because someone else found me before you could get help. I thought you were great out there, Des, just great.
It's a lovely feeling to know that you have friends that'll go through all that for you to try and help. But I do hope you intend to spare us any more silly rivalry, you two.
Des is all for that, aren't you, Des?
Yeah.
Oh, don't look at me. I couldn't run if I wanted to. Anyway, I wouldn't put you through it again.
Oh, why not join us for dinner? There isn't a pack of cards in the house, I promise you.
We'd love to.
Oh, let's call it a celebration dinner. Shall we have, roast chicken?
Oh,
Des, are you all right? You don't feel ill, do you? Des?
Eileen's just fed him half a gallon of chicken soup. But he'll be fine by tonight.
You know, the point is, though, mate, that a few of the fundamental rules of trade unionism are being completely overlooked here. You got to learn to stand up for yourselves.
You think so?
I know so. I worked for these big companies for years.
Don't listen to him, Dean. Paul may be a tough businessman, but he's never been anything else but reasonable as far as my employment's concerned.
Which isn't far at all, if you ask me.
Nobody asked you. Nell Mangle had it coming to her.
I'm not so sure about that, Madge. Well, even though we had those arguments about the food supplies, she was only trying to save Mr. Robinson some money.
Of course she was. And look at the thanks she got.
You know, when you think about it, Mrs. Mangle didn't get much of a fair go.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. You, of all people, should know what an old troublemaker she is.
Well, maybe. But a hard-working one just the same. I've got to get back to work. Nice to meet you, Rob.
Likewise, old mate. Thanks for the beers.
You're welcome. See you, Madge.
Bye, Dean. You're a troublemaker, too.
Me? What have I done?
Made trouble for your daughter, probably. Dean was hard enough to get along with anyway without you getting into his ear.
Oh, come on, Madge. I'm not such a bad bloke. What are you doing when you knock off?
Not going anywhere with you, that's for sure.
Oh, you're even more beautiful when you're angry. Ooh.
Oh, it's you. This is a terribly inconvenient time to call. I was just about to scrub the bath. What do you want?
Hello, Mrs. Mangle. I was very sorry to hear that you lost your job.
Were you indeed?
Yes, I think Mr. Robinson treated you quite unfairly.
Do you?
I was hoping you might have a minute to discuss it, you know, worker to worker.
In that case, you'd better come in and make yourself comfortable. Here, Mr. Bartholomew, have one of these. They're not very nice, I'm afraid, but I can't afford the chocolate ones anymore.
I feel terrible about you losing your job.
If I'd only realised what that dreadful reporter was up to, I didn't mean to cause Mr. Robinson any embarrassment.
Of course you didn't, Mrs. Mangle. He had no right to fire you.
He's a hard man. Never mind the fact that I've struggled a lifetime and he's only just beginning his. I bet he can afford any sort of chocolate biscuits he wants.
Oh, I think this is probably one of the most unfair things I've ever heard of.
I do so appreciate your concern, Mr. Bartholomew, especially since we used to be such adversaries?
Oh, no, forget that, Mrs. Mangle. Personal differences shouldn't come into it, and they shouldn't have come into it when you were fired either. I've already spoken to some of that other staff. They're with us all the way, you know.
Really? Oh, I knew they would be.
Well, could be any of our jobs next. In fact, I'm going to see Mr. High and Mighty Robinson right now. See if we can't do something about getting yours back, eh?
Oh, bravo, Mr. Bartholomew.
Well,
bravo.
I'll let you know how I get on. Goodbye, Mrs. Mangle.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Goodbye now.
Bye-bye.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Eileen. Come in.
Nell, wasn't that the chef from Lassiters?
That's right.
What's going on, Nell?
All in good time. How about a pot of tea and some chocolate biscuits?
I do not believe you. 1 minute you're calling her a meddlesome old boiler, and the next minute you're treating her like the Queen Mother.
She's a defenseless, destitute woman. And she was the best housekeeper you ever had. You couldn't find anything wrong with her work, so you fired her on some stupid pretext.
Pretext?
It's not on, Mr. Robinson. The staff won't stand for it.
Well, the staff can keep the hell out of it. Look, I can hire and fire whoever I want.
I'd like to
why
remind
don't you go and do something constructive, like the job I pay you to do? Dean, you haven't been in the kitchen all afternoon. Now, Mrs. Mangle's been fired, and that is the end of it.
We'll see about that.
Aren't you worried having Dean on the warpath so close to the convention?
He'll be all right. He's always in here complaining, but he always gets his work done.
Don't you think it would have been wiser to be a little more diplomatic?
No, I do not. Look, when is everyone going to learn that I am the boss here?
Sorry, I spoke.
G'day, Helen.
Rob. We, weren't expecting you.
Heard about Jim's little accident. Thought he could use a bit of the old neck oil and a friendly face to cheer him up.
Yes, well, he hasn't been home long, and the doctor said he has to get some rest.
G'day, matey. Been in the wars?
You could say that. Got through Vietnam without a scratch.
Only physically, mate. We all bear the scars of war.
Well, if you two old war horses will excuse me, I have a dinner party to organise.
No worries. Yeah, mate.
Thanks. What brings you here?
Took the afternoon off, didn't I? They brought Des Clarke's car in, the salvo. Yeah, we left a mechanic working on it. Nasty business, that.
Certainly was. The police are trying to find the culprits now.
Yeah, I hope they nail him to the wall. Listen, you don't know that barmaid from Lassiters, do you? Madge?
Yeah, I've known her for years. She lives next door, as a matter of fact. Why?
Ah, well, I hope she's nicer to you than what she was to me today. I mean, she's not a bad sort, but she let fly.
She can, but she's usually pretty good. You sure you didn't do something to upset her? Cause a scene at the pub or something?
Me? Never. You know me, mate. I'm no stirrer.
Okay, now I want your critical opinion. How do I look?
That's it. Perfect. Every inch the fastidious businessman.
Good.
Mr. Elliot will take one look at you and demand to sign the dotted line immediately.
Paul, I'm sorry to barge in, but I thought you should know. Dean's been stirring up the staff.
Oh, what's he done now?
Called a start work meeting, something about job security. Oh, I didn't go, of course.
When did all of this happen?
About half an hour ago. I would have let you know earlier, but your line was busy and I couldn't get away from the bar till now.
Oh, thanks for letting me know, Madge. I'll go and sort this mess out once and for all. Oh, Dean, I want to talk to you.
It's my duty to inform you that the staff has taken a vote. We don't like the way you've dealt with Mrs. Mangle.
Oh, well, you're lucky I don't sack the lot of you. Look, I haven't got time for this, and neither have you. This convention starts tomorrow. Mr. Elliott's going to be here in a few minutes to check things out. Now, why don't you get back to work?
Will you reconsider your decision on Mrs. Mangle?
No.
In that case, we don't care whether you have a convention or not. As from now, the entire Lassiter staff is officially on strike.